Hello everyone, I'm so good to be with you today. Welcome to the first session of our third lesson. I am Kavya. How about a story today? Do you like stories? I'm sure you all have a storyteller at home. Or do you read them by yourself? Sometimes your mother, your grandmother, your father or anybody else would be telling you stories at home. And sometimes you might read them yourself. What kind of stories do you like? You know what? When I was small, I loved cartoons because nothing happens to the characters even when a huge tree falls on them, right? I loved animal stories because these animals always talk to each other in the story. Do you remember seeing them in cartoons? Do you like the idea of animals talking to each other? If so, today you will love the story that we are going to read. You will explore that the animals here talk to each other and a clever animal solves a difficult situation by tricking the other and saves himself. Alright, do you want to read the story? Yes, here we go. Let's begin. The title of the story is The Rabbit and the Lion. What do you think the story is about? Yes, it is about the lion and the rabbit around a message, or you may even say a moral. You will get to know the moral of the story as you read it. We will begin our lesson with a PEP activity. Yes, it helps us to start a new topic with something that we already know. So shall we begin? As you may see on your screen, in this PEP activity, you are given two pictures. Both the pictures have a lion and a huge shark. The first picture has the lion ready to jump into the pond, while the second has the lion take time to think whether to jump or not because there is a big shark in the pond. What do you think each lion is thinking? Write your thoughts in the bubbles. There are no right or wrong answers. Feel free to express your thoughts. You can write anything that you feel like about what do you think the lion is thinking in each of these. Okay? Alright, let's get started then. You may write this down in your studio if you have them. If not, just pick up your notebook, write today's date and the lesson name, The Rabbit and the Lion, and start with activity PEP 3.1. Okay? This image will remain on your screen. You may now pause the video for 10 minutes and write down the answers. Press play when you're done. Alright children, we are done with the PEP activity, I hope. Did you like it? Here are two animals. Who do you think is stronger? The huge shark or the lion? What do you think would happen to the first lion? Wouldn't it be wise and safe for the lion to stay away? Is the second lion different from the first? I feel that the second lion is different because it knows the danger and thinks for a while before jumping into the pond. The second lion would be in deep trouble otherwise if he just thought that he could jump into the pond knowing that there is a shark in the pond. So what do you think? Children, today, as I mentioned, we are going to read a story of a rabbit and a lion. We are going to read a fable from the Panchatantra stories. This is a collection of stories with a message in place. Let us see what message the story has in store for us. Let me read this out for you. Follow the text as I read. You know how to follow, right? You have your finger and you have your text and you use your finger to follow the text as I read like this, okay? With your finger. Okay, so some words are in bold, like you know. You know what they are, right? They are slightly difficult words or new words that you're going to learn for the first time. Their meanings are given in those little boxes on the page. As you learn new words, remember to use them in sentences when you write or talk to someone. That is how we learn new words, and that is how our English is going to get better and better as we use new words when we are talking. Alright, Let us read the story about the rabbit and lion.
There lived in a jungle many animals. Their king was a greedy lion. He would kill many animals when he was hungry. The animals in the forest were scared of him. They decided to make an agreement with the lion. Each day, one animal would go to the lion's den to be his meal. In return, the lion would never hunt them again.
Here, by agreement, we mean that the animals and the lion accepted a set of conditions. Can you create a sentence with the word agreement? Let me give you an example. My sister and I have an agreement over the number of chocolates that each of us would get. There you go. That is the example using the word agreement, which means agreeing to a set of conditions. Alright, let us quickly recap the story so far. There was a lion that killed many animals. Animals in the jungle agreed to offer themselves as the lion's food each day by taking turns. Okay, moving on.
The lion agreed to this. In this manner, one animal went to the lion's den every day to be eaten up. One day, it was a small rabbit's turn to go. He walked slowly and took his own time to reach the lion's den.
Do you think the lion will be happy about the rabbit coming late? Something to think about, right? What do you think he will do to the rabbit? Let's see what happens next.
The lion was very angry because the rabbit was late. "Why are you late?" the lion roared angrily when the rabbit finally arrived. "I am late because of the other lion in the jungle," said the rabbit. He was shivering and he looked scared. The lion could not believe this. "Another lion? In my jungle? Not possible. Take me to this other lion at once," he demanded of the rabbit. The rabbit led the lion to a deep well. He said, "Look inside. The other lion lives here."
Here, by demanded, we mean the lion rudely asked the rabbit to take him to the other lion. Can you use the word demanded to create a new sentence? Let me give you an example. Again, let me think of an example with my sister. My little sister demanded food when she was hungry.
The lion looked inside the well. He saw his own reflection in the water. He thought this was the other lion. He roared with rage.
Reflection here means an image that the lion sees in water. Rage here means that the lion roared with such high and uncontrolled anger. Can you create sentences using reflection and rage? I have these examples for you. My little puppy kept looking at his reflection in the mirror. The dog barked in rage as the stranger entered the house. Okay, so you know what happened once the rabbit walked in slowly. The lion was very angry as the rabbit walked in very slow. When asked, the rabbit said that he was late because of the other lion in the jungle. The lion demanded the rabbit to take him to the other lion, and the rabbit showed him her deep well. The lion saw his reflection in the water and thought it was the other lion.
"I alone am the king of this jungle," he roared again. The lion was so angry that he jumped into the deep well to attack the other lion. He was never heard of again. The rabbit came back to his burrow. All the animals were surprised to see him alive. He told them the story of the lion jumping into the well to fight his own reflection. The smart rabbit had outwitted the lion. It had saved itself and all the animals in the forest from the lion. "Now we are free," said a fox with glee. "Look before you leap," said an old owl wisely.
The word outwit here means the smart rabbit had tricked the lion. The word glee here means that the fox was very happy and said that they were free. Can you create sentences of your own using the words outwit and glee? I have a few examples. The rat managed to outwit the cat by hiding behind the wall. I was in glee when we reached the amusement park. What happens in the end? The lion jumps into the well to attack the other lion. He was never seen again. All the other animals lived happily. The smart rabbit had tricked the lion. Oh, and at last, the lion got killed. Did you like the story? I like the moral of the story. Look before you leap. We all need to think before we do something, right? Children, make sure you create sentences of your own using the new words that we learned today. Write them all in your notebook. Think of various ways you would use the new words in your conversation with your family members today. That will help you use the words appropriately without forgetting them. That brings us to the end of this session. I hope you liked the story and the message that the story has given us. In the next session, let us look at how we can apply the message of the story and work on some activities concerning the story. Until then, bye!